Hello guys, and welcome to my video on how to take over a project and get started on it. My name is Shehab, and if you're not subscribed to my videos, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Well, I'm going to give you 5 steps that you can follow to take over a project when you've been assigned one. So here's the scenario. You've been assigned a project by your boss and you need to figure out how to get started. So the first thing that you want to do, which is step number 1, is get all the details from your sponsor. Your sponsor, who's your sponsor? Well, that's the person who assigned you the project. So you want to sit with them, meet with them, understand what they're expecting out of this project, get the goals, get the objectives, figure out the scope of work, what is it that they're looking for, deliverables and so on, how much time do you have and how much money is going to be available for this, and whether you're going to be responsible for the money or even for resources on the project. Find out if they'll give you resources, if they'll provide the staff, or if you need to get the staff yourself. Once you have all this basic information, go to step number 2. Figure out if there's other sources of information. So for example, are there people who can help guide you on what needs to be done? People with background on what this project is. Is there a business case? Is there a study that was done? Is there some benchmark that they're copying against that they want to use as a reference? Is there a document? Is there a contract? Where is the reference document or information that you can get started with? So you want to ask about whether you have any such information, and if there is information, you'd want to take it with you if that's available, and then review it to make sure that you understand exactly the background of this one project. See, if there's contracts, then the terms would have to be met with. So that's step number 2. Once you've read through all this information, you're going to get a sense for what this project is going to require. And that takes us to step number 3, where you want to figure out if you are going to need any resources for this project. And I mean manpower, I mean software, space, hardware, if any. But most of the time you might need some skills, engineering skills, maybe an expert in a specific domain. So you need to figure out if you need any such skills on your project. You might need people to help you on the project, like specific roles. So other than skills, you might need a business analyst, you might need a risk specialist, you might need a planner, scheduler. So it all depends on the nature of the project. Other than this, you might need specific software to be able to manage the data for this one project, or maybe a planning, scheduling one like Microsoft Project, right? Or maybe something that you can use to manage your requirements or to do design work for this one specific project. Mind you, you're not the technical person here, but you might need some software or tools or people or space to work in order for you to manage that one project. Once you're done with step number 3, you need to obviously ask for these resources. The step number 4 would be to identify with the resources that you have, identify who your stakeholders are. If you're wondering what a stakeholder is anyone who has anything to do with your project, whether in a positive way or negative way. Someone who can affect it, someone who can be affected by it. You want to sit with your team and brainstorm for who should be involved in this specific project. You want to identify them, you want to understand their character and their role within this one project. In the planning stage, you would go meet with these stakeholders and get their requirements. So that's step number 4. Once you know who your stakeholders are, you're ready to go to step number 5, which is prepare a project charter, or you can call it a project brief. Prepare a document that outlines what you've understood from your sponsor about the project, the scope of the work, the budget, the time frame, the resources available to you, the list of key stakeholders that are involved in this one project, the available sources for information, and get this and then review this with your sponsor and make sure that your understanding of their needs is correct. Get them to sign this one document or acknowledge it one way or the other, and this gives you the green light to start planning your project. If you want to know more about how to prepare a project charter, click on this thing above here. This will take you to another video that explains how to prepare a project charter. Once they sign off, you've officially initiated this one project and you own it. From this point on, what you want to do is you want to go into planning your project. I do have another video on how to plan a project that is right above here, and that will take you to that video. All right, well, that's all for now. These are the 5 steps to taking over and initiating a project. Hope you like this video. If you do, please click that like button. Show me that you liked it. And if you haven't subscribed, please Click the subscribe button and hit the notification button. If you like these topics, I publish frequently and I'll let you know when we have the next video released. Thank you. That's all for now, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye-bye.